Alright, guys. Well, okay. Alright, guys. So, we will also be reacting to the Jin Woo versus Beru fight. Oh man, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting to rewatch this and put it into a reaction. Alright, guys, let's do this. I can't wait any longer. 3, 2, 1. It's called Howl. It's one of my favorite Solo Leveling songs after the Shadowborn one. This is like freaking Kenshin and Dragon Ball Z. This is like Kenshin and Dragon Ball Z combined. Oh god, the freaking stare off with the glowing eyes. That almost reminds me of how freaking Dragon Ball characters stare at each other, but it's not to this intensity with the glowing eyes. Yeah, don't mess with god level beings like Jin Woo. They fuck you up really badly. And Beru, as strong as you are, absorption and shit, and gluttony that he can just eat powers, he's not a superior like leveler. Like Beru levels up by eating. Oh yeah, the only time Beru's even remotely and significantly on Jin Woo's level is when he became a shadow in the Shadow Army and a Shadow Soldier. So yeah, I'll tell you guys more about it in the reactions in the next slide. See you there. Alright guys, welcome to the reveal section. Alright, so obviously I knew Jin Woo was gonna win because he adapts exponentially faster than Beru can eat and absorb powers. Like Jin Woo isn't a joke. Like he's like the one of the biggest, like most iconic like flexers in anime history. Like he will flex his power wherever he goes. He will show it off wherever he goes. He will not hold back on flexing. He's gonna flex his agility, he's gonna flex his strength, he's gonna flex his adaptation. This guy is non-stop flexing, and he flexes harder than Piccolo does standing around on a high platform trying to flex. But he gets his ass whooped. Jin Woo doesn't. Jin Woo never loses a fight. He even soloed and beat and destroyed all of them like the rulers. And he beat a few monarchs on his own. He freaking put like Antares to the freaking brink of destruction and erased his ass. And he killed all the other monarchs. And let's not forget, Jin Woo went like from the weakest little bitch to like the most god level, most powerful, the strongest character to ever exist in this universe. And same goes for like any other top ranked superhero origin story where they start off as a weakling and they became the strongest or some kind of god and they start dominating everything around them and they become like the ultimate hero of their series. And it's the point they can ever be. And then after that, their appearance either changes or they get like higher power levels and they start dominating their whole universe as like the top strongest. They either become a god, a godlike fighter, like an angel. They can basically become like any dominant, like super powerful entity as soon as they start level up. So in essence, top ranked superhero protagonists can either like people like Saitama where he just starts off right after he gets his powers and they don't show the backstory behind that. Or we could be like Goku where he starts at the very bottom and then he just climbs the way up and he solo levels. And then there's more like solo leveling characters like Shu Oma. He starts off with like void powers and void items that don't do shit to having his own superpower once he gets the nanites and he's just like on the top and he is the most dominant force of his universe history. and he basically leads the Hyper League, which is a bunch of other superheroes. But he's basically like he's the strongest superhero after he gets those nanites injected into him. And Yukiteru Amano, the second world variant, he starts off as like a survivor of the survivor game, and then as soon as he becomes God and all time space powers, he is the top of the universe. He solos everything, and he leveled up his hair, he leveled up his clothing, he leveled up his power, and now he can just keep getting stronger as soon as he fights. And he can just rewind time, control space, teleport, and he can basically use like every single anime Paragon move out there, but and add a time effect or like a space effect to it. And don't forget about Lovely Complex's protagonist Atsushi Otani. The man is a literal rebirth of King Atsushi, the nameless god of life or the beginning. And King Atsushi is just an alias that he goes under, and so is Atsushi Otani. But the fact that he was reincarnated into a weaker body without his memories, and he gets his memories back, he is the top of his universe. He is the reborn god, and with memories, he is the strongest force. And Shu has an absorption power, so he has an absorber sword. He can basically absorb the powers. He can absorb, like, he can slash something and it would absorb the powers. And then with a 3 times the multiplier, he will slash it out and it will become his. And he can even do this, like, he can do touch-based absorption. He will get the power and he'll instantly have it into his arsenal. Like, he touches Goku, he gets the Kamehameha. He touches Naruto, he's gonna get the Rasengan, and etc. And Yukiteru can just add time and like space elements to any like move that he can think of. But Atsushi can project any Paragon exclusive power. So these protagonists are no joke. You know the pattern that except for Saitama. Everybody other than Saitama will start off in the bottom of the ladder. They will break the ladder as soon as they climb the hierarchy of power. And they become like the most dominating force. So yeah, it's pretty much a pattern with shonen or non-shonen, but still superhero ranked anime. Basically, a Paragon show is one of the best shows to choose from in anime. And that is a fact. Don't go from the non-Paragon animes to the non-Paragon series and watch those, because they have no value as much as the level of this Paragon shows. The Paragon anime series are the Paragon's recruitment system. And those universes, they are the best. So, thanks for watching, guys. And like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright.